like name off. This is TiddlySpace. So the idea is you've got multiple rooms here, and so I'm currently looking at my public room. We're going to have subdomains. It will be mameoff.tiddlywiki.com or mameoff.tidlyspace.com eventually, but you can see that's my public view, and we've also got a private view. So if I actually go and log in, I have to log out, log in, and I'll log in as mameoff so that I can see my private view. Now I'm still looking at my public view at the moment, but if I switch it over using the URL, I can actually see my private view, and then I've got extra options and I've got the ability to change. So if I can actually go and create new tiddlers now that everyone else would be able to see when they look at my public view. And we can also maintain members, so I can add people to the group, and I can also remove people from the group. And I can also subscribe to other areas as well. So if I do something like book, which I happen to know exists, and book plugins, which is the logic for it, so I've got the content and the logic now in my space. Now if I actually do a reload, we'll see that my space actually looks very different because I'm now inheriting the behavior and the content from somewhere else. And I can then, if I want to, I can actually take that away quite easily too. So if I take that away just to prove the point, reload, and I'm back to my original space. Now what we can also do is we can go and spin off new instance, which basically is like spinning off a new TiddlyWiki. So I can go and create the food space, and there it is, there's my new space. So you can constantly be spinning off these new TiddlyWikis, and each of these TiddlyWikis, if you go into the private area, and the UI for this will all be much slicker, but if you go in the private area, you can see each of these has got their own set of members, so you can spin off for different groups that you work with, your own wiki, your own instance, and each of those got their own plugins associated with it. So it's not just wikis, it's really actual applications as well that you're spinning off here. You can also clone, so if I go to something like book public, now this is the Tiddly Pocket book, and I think, yeah, cool, I like this, I'm going to have my own version of it. All I have to do is go into clone, and then I can create something called sketch notes. That's going to be my new version of book. And now if I go to sketch notes public, again, something you won't have to do in the future to do this manually, but it proves the point. We can see here that now this is my own space. It's a copy of what's already there, and I can edit things. And now I'm basically in control of my own version of this book. And if I go to the private space, private view again, just to prove that point that I can actually maintain the list of people who own and can see this particular space that I've just created. And that's it.